This is Dr. Sun Yat-sen, and it's also the Zone, the Lazer, the Marginal, the statue of Kun Iam, and we're gonna go check it all out. This over here is called NAPE. I guess we'll do a little short introduction of what this channel is. I film stuff in Macau. I kind of document the city in time, exactly what it's like on certain days and times for posterity's sake, so we can look at it later. It's okay, so I'm gonna walk over there and I'll start filming this street. And what's going on here, it's all kind of new stuff right here. It's kind of cool. This is just started a couple months ago over the summer 2021, and now it's 2022, just a few months ago started. So we're going to document it today. Go check out the road. Hey, after you watch this, tell me what you like most about it. Put it in the comments below. Also, make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that little bell button so you can see when I make other videos too. Okay, so we're on this waterfront right there, and that's the Science Center right there. And you can see some Chinese New Year stages that are set up right there. So all that right there, and then you have some kind of play areas. I think that one right there is basketball court in green. And then down here is all this kind of play area. So they created a entertainment zone, I guess you'd call it. Like, I don't know what, they call it like the Lazer zone, and it's named after that statue right down there called Kun Iam that we're gonna walk to. And this is all new. I remember what it was like before. So when I first got here, which was 2013, which was now 9 years ago, this was like a bunch of banyan trees, and then all this right here was like, I think it was mangroves. There's a bunch of like trees that were kind of muddy and murky in the water, and then there was a giant fence, like a big wall of a fence that just kind of blocked it, like they were doing something with it, or they had plans to do something with it. And then it took many years, and then finally 2021 they created this, and they got rid of those big banyan trees. I don't know what they did with them. I'm sure they replanted them somewhere. Then they created this, the Zona de Lazer de Marginal, of the statue of Kun Iam. And it has guidelines outdoor fitness, so they got different things like this one. So this is all the outdoor fitness. I guess we'll just walk through it. So yeah, they have the basketball court down at the other end, and then they have all these ones for fitness sake. So I guess this is for the older people, because this is not built for kids at all, which is kind of cool that they got something for everybody down here. And generally speaking, this is crazy busy, but today it's a Thursday at 11 in the morning, and I don't see anybody around, and I don't know, maybe it's something, there must be some reason behind it, because usually it'd be just completely filled cafe, especially where the kids are at. But I see some kids there. Might be too early in the morning. Could be a lot of different reasons. But generally speaking, if you come here in the evening, it's just like they have so many people that they have to wait, and because of the COVID restrictions as well. So they'll, I think every hour they'll, or a certain time period, maybe 45 minutes or something like that, they tell everybody to go, and then all the people that are lined up and waiting, I think fresh fruit juice right there, will then go in next, and then the ones that go out have to hang around for a little while, and then I think they get in line again, and then at the at a certain time period, everybody goes out and they sanitize everything again, and then I think you can come back in after the sanitization. You know, I mean, the limited amount of people can. So but anyways, that's all this right here, and we're basically on this Zape area, and we're on the waterfront right now. So this is kind of cool because you couldn't see the water. That's a kind of funny thing about Macau. You know, it's like it's an island and peninsula, islands and peninsula. So you basically have water everywhere, but there's very little access to the water. So you, like when you're in the city itself, it feels like you're not really next to the ocean until you cross the bridges, and it's like, oh yeah, you're amazing. So these are some of the play areas for the kids. So yeah, this giant Kun Iam statue, we're gonna walk right to it. So but I'll capture. Yeah, it's funny, usually there's like so many kids here, and right now there's hardly any. So yeah, if you're a parent with some kids, this is the time to bring them, is Thursday morning because it's like perfect. The weather's good. Usually it's crazy crowded. And usually I wouldn't want to bring a camera here because it's so full with kids. I don't want to film them. But right now that's like it's empty, so I don't really feel like I'm filming them. This area is called NAPE. I'm not filming them anyways. I'm filming the waterfront. Doing what I do. There's Kun Iam statue right there. Look how cool this stuff is for kids though. Dang. So yeah, this waterfront is completely transformed now. I'm going to show you what it used to look like because there's a little bit of a resemblance to it that I can show you. So that's a children's playground right there. Area of child fun. Divisão Infantil. Let's go this way.
The number.
And then this giant tree was what used to line here. There used to be this giant trees, and they would go all the way down here. And actually some of those trees are still there. They're still there, okay. So before what this looked like is like they had black and white tile, and then it would kind of go like in and out like a little swerving pattern. And so I guess they got rid of that whole swirling pattern and put blacks around. But before it was like all these seats like this kind of wavy pattern, and it went down, and then you had this giant wall that was right about here, and all of that was all like mangroves, and then they brought in a bunch of dirt and soil and extended it out, made it really long, and now it's completely different. And actually before you could actually walk out on here too. Looks like they closed that and put a big gate, try to make it impossible for people to do that. But yeah, before you could just come down here, walk into this part, no fishing, watch out for snakes, there's a sign right there, and then in you go. It's funny, I used to see people all the time in that area. There's the Kun Iam statue. And we're gonna walk through it. That's kind of cool. They're setting something up here. Let me see what this says. Economic Development Bureau of the Executive Committee at Guangdong, Macau In-Depth Cooperation Zone in Hengqin. Hengqin is the other island. Maybe we'll try to go around and try to go to that. So it looks like they're setting up a stage here for the Chinese New Year. They got some stages down there too, so they must be setting up something interesting that'll be going on. We'll try to go around and go into the statue if we can. Yeah, that was kind of entrance. That one barrier mentioned Hengqin. I do want to talk about that in a second. That's interesting that it was in Portuguese and English. I'll tell you why in a second. So we're gonna walk like this. Usually the stage isn't here, so we're gonna walk right towards Kun Iam right there. Science Center, and so we're gonna walk all the way down. I don't think we're gonna go in because I don't feel like doing another health code thing, but wow, that's cool. That looks really cool. Wow. Okay. What was I gonna say? Oh, the Hengqin thing. Hengqin is an island that's let me see. You see those buildings right over there? Those ones that faded in the distance? These right here is MGM Casino, and this is all part of Macau. And then over on that side, it's all Taipa, which is part of Macau anyways. And then way in the distance, there's a bridge way down there. That's the third bridge. I don't know if you call it first. There's three of them that go between Macau and Taipa. But then on the other side of that, there's these buildings that are kind of hidden a little bit in the clouds or fog, or I don't know what that is. But that's Hengqin. And Hengqin is 3 times the size of Macau. They're basically developing it and building it into something bigger, and then and it's going to be kind of like in cooperation zone between China and Macau. So it'll be kind of shared, but kind of more China. But a lot of people in Macau will have the rights to it. So ultimately it'll be kind of interesting. I think that looks so cool. I have filmed inside here before, but I don't want to film today inside. But inside there's a bunch of references to Guanyin and Macau and a little bit of history stuff. It's like a little small museum. I think I've filmed in there a couple times. If I can, I'll put the link at the bottom at the end. There's Macau Tower right there. But I just want to focus on this waterfront for this one. Science Center. Guanyin. Yeah, Guanyin is the goddess of Macau. Just for people that don't know, basically when Macau was first founded, the Portuguese came here and there wasn't really anybody living here, but there were some fishermen and some temples. And Guanyin is the goddess of fishermen. So basically when they first arrived, they saw some fishermen here and they asked them, you know, where is this place? And they asked them right next to the Ama temple. So they said that it was I think Ama is the name, and then they said Amako or something like that. Amako, and then it became Macau. So that's basically what they always say. I always see it written in print. I never hear people verbally tell me that story. So the pronunciations, I'm not 100% sure, but that's basically what that's all about. I think what we'll do is we'll end this right here. So that was our street, our focus with Guanyin at the end. We'll end it. Let's go check out the room. Oh, hey guys. 3 things. Like, subscribe, make some comments below. It'll really help out my channel. Alright. Chiquinha, chiquinha, toma cuidado da movimento.